I guess it's the week of yellow cars. Today we have a 1973 Ford Mustang Mach 1 in bright ass yellow, 351 Cleveland, automatic, AC. Let's take it for a test drive. All right, so today we have a 1973 Ford Mustang Mach 1, and this is a real Mach 1. Really cool car front to back. It's had a lot of good mechanical upgrades to it. Has a non-original 351 Cleveland in it. Originally it would have been a 2-barrel car. Now it has a 351 Cleveland with an aftermarket 4-barrel. Intake and carburetor sitting on top. I definitely think the Cleveland's had some work done because it runs extremely well. That motor has great power. The 3-speed automatic transmission behind it shifts great. It does have an upgraded MSD distributor. Part of the reason why the tach only bounces around and every once in a while it'll move, it needs that MSD tach adapter, or for the tach to be converted to work with the MSD setup. So your tach's not working due to, again, most likely the MSD setup. Full length headers, dual exhaust, really good muffler set, tailpipes coming out the back. Power front disc brakes, power steering. This is a factory AC car, and it has an upgraded Sanden style compressor, so the AC does work. The heater is not really working due to the fact that the slide, the temperature slide, needs some work. It's kind of getting hung up. I would personally upgrade it to an aftermarket heat and AC control unit, or buy the replacement stock style one. That would get the heater going, but the slides, again, aren't really working all that well. On the interior, really nice ginger seat covers. Dash is in good shape. A couple little Velcro spots here on the dash pad, but that could be dyed or kind of wiped off. Stock gauge cluster, steering wheel's in nice shape. It is off center, if you can see this in the video. We're cruising straight and it tracks nice, but the steering wheel's off center to the right a little bit. Does have an aftermarket stereo. It's a Pioneer stereo. I do not have the little surround that goes around it. You can buy those aftermarket, really simple stuff. But the console's in good shape, opens and closes properly. Glove box is in good shape as well. Back seat looks good, carpet's in nice shape. You have mats front and rear. Door panels have a little bit of waviness down at the bottom. Don't know when they were replaced. I believe the interior was avocado green, so obviously the interior has been changed to this ginger interior, which goes really well with the yellow. Around the driver's side remote mirror over here, looks like there was like 2 little holes drilled where something would have been mounted at one point. So there's 2 tiny little holes there. Again, really nitpicky stuff. And then some of your little chrome plating around, like the headlight switch is kind of flaking off. Just really notorious for these Ford cars to have that. But overall, really good interior. To rehash on the doesn't work section, a few things are not working. The factory voltage gauge here in the center of the dash is not doing anything. The tach is intermittent and just kind of moving around just a little bit, most likely again due to the MSD setup. The heater's not working due to the slides not wanting to slide. It does have an aftermarket power antenna, so the power antenna is not coming up. And then your washer fluid sprayers aren't spraying any fluid. The only other disclaimer would be the fact that the speedometer works, but it's off by a few miles an hour. All of this stuff can be found on the Does It Work section within the additional media section on the website, pcclassiccars.com, so you guys can check that out on the website. Click on this piece of inventory, scroll to the bottom, you'll see that additional media section on there, so again, check that out. The only other things that I would note, you have a little drip from the back of the motor, really minor stuff, but everything else does look nice and dry underneath. We're warmed up, so we'll go ahead and we'll get in a little bit here. Definitely a strong running Cleveland. It's not a tire shredding motor, but it has really good power. That transmission shifts nice and smooth. As far as the underneath goes, really solid floors. I got this car from out west. I only can say that I got it from out west. It came from, I think it was Arizona or Nevada. Before that, I don't know, but the family had it for a while out there. Good solid car, floors look good, frame rails look good. It is factory undercoated. I don't see any rust problems on the bottom. Does look like a good solid car. On the exterior, it would have been Ivy Glow, which was a green car, so a green exterior with the avocado green interior. It's been repainted. I don't know when the yellow was done. It does look like it's got a little bit of pearl in the paint, so you can see some imperfections. Yellow, you have to get really up on it to see the flaws, but it shows well. It's got its imperfections. It's got its little nicks and flaws here and there. You'll see photos of that stuff in my additional information, in that additional media section, on the website pcclassiccars.com. There's a little hairline crack in the A-pillar on the outside here. Other little stone chips, other little cracks and little imperfections in the paint, but it still represents nice. Good polished wheels and tires. Love the fact that it is a real Mach 1. So you have the NASA hood, the factory NASA style hood. And then on the bottom side of that hood, it's got the aftermarket CJ Pony Parts plenum for the ram air setup. And we'll talk about that a little bit further here in the video. Suspension checks out good, doesn't pull you left, doesn't pull you right. No real rattles or shakes from the stock style suspension. Glass is in good condition, windshield. Does have a little spider stone chip over here on the passenger side. There's a little crack and a little tiny little bullseye right over there on the passenger side. And then the side windows are probably original, so they do have some little vertical streaks from going up and down from the regulators. Back glass is almost a flat back glass on these, how that fastback roof is. But you can see out of it. You're just not seeing a whole lot that's behind you. Side mirrors look good. I will say the mirrors were probably painted at a different time, so they're a little bit of a darker yellow. But the mirrors are easy to see out of. That one on the inside kind of moves around just a little bit over on the passenger side. I try to be as nitpicky as I possibly can on these cars. A lot of this stuff is just really minuscule, but just always like to be 100% transparent here. Our goal at PC Classic Cars is to make sure our customers are 100% satisfied. So we try to be as upfront as we possibly can with every single piece of inventory. Inside the trunk looks good. It's all factory back there. And whoever buys this car will have a little goodie inside the trunk, which is the CJ Pony Parts aftermarket ram air cleaner. The only reason it is not on the car is because of the aftermarket MSD distributor and the aftermarket intake and carburetor. It sits up a little bit higher, so you'd have to do a little bit of work. Most likely either get a different distributor or change the distributor cap to a crab cap style, the little shorter one, so you can get the ram air system to sit underneath the hood. It does have the plenum mounted to the bottom of the hood, and we do have the full ram air cleaner, but right now it just sits up a little bit too tall, so it's in the trunk for the next owner if they want to change out the distributor or the distributor cap, and maybe a little spacer to try and get it to fit flush underneath the hood. But it is painted to match, so if someone does want to do just a little bit of work, you can get that ram air set up to function properly, but the ram air cleaner will be in the trunk for the next owner. The engine bay is really clean. Obviously you have the chrome shock tower braces, you have an aftermarket aluminum radiator with a catch can. Engine bay is super clean, motor's nice and painted, wiring is all very clean and done with a purpose. Fluids are all checking out good, charging system's doing its job. Really no issues to note in the engine bay. And as always, I'm Michael. This is a 1973 Ford Mach 1 with a 351 Cleveland AC automatic transmission from myself and everybody here at PC Classic Cars. We always appreciate y'all stopping in to watch another one of our test drives. Make sure you check out that additional media section on the website, pcclassiccars.com. Check out the content we're posting across all of the social platforms every single day, and we'll catch you guys on the next video.